Welcome back to the channel, y'all. The harvest steers are out of feed, or almost out of feed. So we have a 1-ton sack here in the back of the truck. We store it on that trailer underneath the carport. So right now we are going to get that trailer moved out and get this bulk bag unloaded, and then see what else we can get in. Might have to hold on to your drawers for this one. Don't know how it's gonna work. We fill the 5-gallon bucket up first. It holds about 45 pounds, and then we will get the remaining 20 pounds or so in this other bucket.
The next day.
Welcome to Arkansas. It's the next day, and the weather here has taken a significant turn. We ended the week pushing 60 degrees. It is currently 16, and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Snow is falling. I don't know if you might can see a little bit here, but snow is falling. You can kind of see behind me. It's starting to accumulate on the ground some. You can kind of see on those mud holes it's accumulating. This is kicking off a weather event that we are going to see temperatures not hardly get out of the teens for the next 5 to 6 days and not get above freezing for at least the next 10 days. We're projected, some models had shown 18 inches, up to 18 inches of snow. Most are thinking anywhere from 3 to 9 inches is more realistic. I don't really know. This is Arkansas. Our weather changed. We had several days in the 60 degrees this week, and now it's teens and snowing. So like, it can change pretty quickly. We'll see what happens. But first, since this is starting to come down pretty good right now, we need to get ahead of the game and start making some accommodations for the animals, just to make sure everybody's safe. Mojo there behind me. As for him and the donkeys, there's not a whole lot we can do. I do have a blanket for Mojo. I don't know if I'm gonna be using it or not. There's a lot of negative effects of putting a blanket on a horse. He's not shivering or anything. I almost think with the barn access and hay that it's gonna be better in the long run to just leave it off. If I absolutely need to, I will put that on him. But really for them, other than making sure they have access to open water, it's just making sure they have hay. Same kind of thing with the cows. They're hanging out here in the barn. There's not a whole lot to do for them either. I got their stall cleaned out, which you saw in the last video. So they have nice, clean, dry place to get. It's protected from the wind. But cattle are pretty well insulated. They can stay warm in some pretty significant temperatures. The big thing with them to help them stay warm is keeping their bellies full. They produce their heat. They're insulated well, but they produce their heat through the process of digestion. And that process really takes effect about 4 to 6 hours after they eat. So we want to make sure they have some feed at all times, the grain and their hay. That way they can come as they want, keep their belly full, keep that ruminating process going, and therefore stay warm. Other than that, it's just keeping the water open. Everything's already frozen solid, so we're going to be breaking a lot of ice. I stand here with a lot of the little goats, and they are shivering. Their stall here has a pretty good layer of straw and hay and grass on it. I have an igloo dog house that we don't use for anything. It's for the goats. I'm going to drag that in here and fill it with some straw so they can get out of there and have just that little bit more of an added measure. Most of these girls are small enough. Most of them can probably fit in the igloo at one time. So we're going to do that for them. Throw a little bit more hay and straw on top of this. And other than that, once again, it's making sure they have feed and open water. And they're not going to drink a whole lot of water with temperatures like this, but keeping their bellies full, letting them have somewhere out of the wind, and the straw and stuff to curl up in. And that'll be about all we can do for them. We're going to be making a lot of trips out here, like I said, to break ice and check on everybody. And if we need to take some more precautions, get a heater out here of some sort, or these little goats, we could bring them to the house if we needed to. And we definitely will if we need to. A lot of these goats are less than a year old, so this is their first time seeing winter weather like this. And we're going to do what we can to help everybody stay safe. Hit that so it don't fall over, okay? It's a lot colder than it looks. I don't think the camera's really picking up real well just yet how much it's snowing. The ice was already over an inch thick in that trough out there. And the tiger stripe steer, he's not real happy. He don't like this cold weather, I don't reckon. All right, we got the igloo in here and an extra bale of straw. Kind of left it all piled up. I did throw a couple bricks in the igloo. They'll get in there and they'll curl up like they're doing, playing around, spread it out some, and they'll be able to curl up in that and hopefully stay warm. Steers are fed. We just fed the normal 55-ish pounds of whole corn, 3/4 pound per head of beef trait, a few pounds of hay. We will come back before bedtime and check on everybody, break ice again, probably give a little bit more hay just to make sure they have something to keep warm over the nighttime, something to keep in their belly. They'll probably eat that pretty quick, honestly. They have been. Moving down next door here, the goats are good. We busted ice for them. They got grain, they're mineral. They got their doghouse back full of straw, an extra bale of straw to curl up in, and then in the trough there is full of hay to eat on. They should be fine, but once again, we'll come back this evening and check on everybody and reevaluate things then. But I think that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate you coming along. Please like and subscribe if you haven't. It helps me out tremendously. I greatly appreciate that. And we will see you in the next one.